on the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And some good blocking. Springing a gain of 9 as we get to third down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw now. May. That's caught. It's Jackson Hall. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll run on 2nd down. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and short. And here is May. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
May now on 1st and 10. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he's going to pick up the first down. Tackle made right at the 20-yard line.
And this is what happens when your offensive line and your back are in sync and on the same page. Great job by the O-line distorting the defense at the point of attack, and then the running back understanding where that hole is, hitting it full speed, brings up a fresh set of downs.
On play action, here's May. He's got it at about the 8, and he will score! A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming. Throwing is May. And he will take it in and tack on the 2 points to make it 8-0.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and It leads to 2 points.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This ain't what you want. Project S and this ain't what you want.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Get it!
He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. A big play to kick off this drive. 31 yards.
Here we go! Go!
Now, faking the give. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. The linebacker, Matt Milano, getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, like sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Ready?
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
That's taken in. Down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. T.J. Hawkinson for the touchdown.
So by nature, Mike, you know, I am a guy that is generally aggressive on 4th down, but I'm not sure if I was the coach that I would even be this aggressive. I mean, it was 4th and long, but hey, listen, they have confidence in their offense. They have confidence in their group, and hey, who are we to second guess them?
The extra point try forthcoming. Oh, a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
To throw on 1st down is May. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Jaguars on top. More from New Orleans after this. The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins, as they've got it with 1st and 10. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He was taken down by Cameron Kitchens. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Keep it rolling, Mike.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete.
In motion is Myers. They'll go. Here's May. Now inside the 25. And he's going to have a Jags first down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on fourth down.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now a run, and it's their fullback with the carry. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So, following the touchdown, the punter, Mann, going to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Let's go. 2, big lion. Cougar 19.
8 yards to go.
37-yard line.
Here we go. Shot. Check up.
He'll drop to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. Now he's free at the 35. And he will score. Adrian Peterson has a touchdown. What a pretty touchdown that was. Nothing looks nicer than a well-set-up screen, and that was executed to perfection.
Mike, the key to any successful screenplay is the timing between the offensive lineman getting out and where the running back is when he catches it. You'll see it here played out perfectly. He gets the escorts out in front of him, gets the key block for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Putting the tight end in motion. They'll begin here on the ground. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Two minutes to go, first half in a 2-point game. We're back to New Orleans after this. In motion is Myers. Off the play fake, it's May. Now he'll air one out. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Throwing now is May. There's his man. It's Samuels. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
2. Here's 2nd and 2. From out of the gun, here's May. The second down throw is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Now a second timeout called by the defense. We'll talk things over before third down. Now May. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. They're going. It's May. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's in. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Jaguars.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now he'll run. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big play there on the scramble. 35 yards.
Ready up. Ready. Ready.
He'll get this out to the left flat. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10. At the Jaguars' 30-yard line.
Ready.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going for it all. That is caught. What a throw for the score. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
That is incomplete, and the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
Jaguars 21, our home team 18.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's May. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
Hold it ready.
18-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A short one taken by Hawkinson. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his big tight end, Donald Parham. Touchdown.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
And he takes it into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. This just makes it to the landing zone. It's taken at the 18. A good return as he takes it across the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's May to throw it on 1st down. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. It hangs up a bit too much. It's in down on what will be the final play here in this first half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Here we go. 60 Bison.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll set up to throw. Out to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Into space. And he will go all the way. Randy Moss for the touchdown. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He knocks it through, and his guys will extend this third quarter lead.
Visitors 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll go play action with May. And for a third time today, he's intercepted.
I think this is one of those interceptions, Mike, that when the ball left his hand, he simply just didn't even see the corner. And now they're playing what they call cover 3. So that corner, he's responsible for the deep outside third of the field. And he's just playing in space, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he just threw it right to him.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He keeps it himself. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. On play action, here's May. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. That is Zach Sealer. He gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. To throw is May. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers. And this defense will take over here, following the interception.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run, and let's get our offense back on track.
Ready? Back to 60. Ready?
quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready? Ready?
The RPO, that one is complete. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard
Let's
line.
go now.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready, ready? Hop, 70, hop.
They'll look to throw again. They'll try to set up the screen here. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll hold them to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
Got it. Ready? Cowboy 80. Hudson, Tag, go.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. May gonna look to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are under.
It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Jacksonville.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 24 on that one. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
Jacksonville.
To throw now, May. He is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you were just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll begin with a zone read. And that one's going to be shut down quickly. A minimal gain.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 7. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. They're 2nd, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Bronco 80. Let's go. Ready.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. 3rd and 5.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Back to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no chance to down this one. It carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's May. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's May. A throw on the move is caught. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Just his 1st catch. They have held him in check so far. But that one gives him a 1st down. May to throw again. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And this defense comes through with the turnover.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Back to 60. Go.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 16 yards on the game. And a quick 1st down.
46-yard line.
Okay, ready? Ready? 60.
Now a run on 1st down. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go.
47-yard line.
Come on.
Look wide. Get this one complete. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. 1st down.
I like that call on 3rd down, keeping the ball on the ground. You see so often these defenses, Mike, on 3rd down, they bring out more defensive backs. They bring out some smaller bodies. They're anticipating 3rd down pass. There's a lot of opportunities to take advantage of it with 3rd down run.
So the handshake's down on the field following